I've been doing information technology and playing with computers for about 30 years. And with time, they have come from being a tool you use to just do your work, to now being tools you can use to actually get customers. Okay? So that's one thing we really like. And today, I'd like to speak about something that looks like brand new in the States. A lot of people look at those little squares there and say, what the heck is that? What am I supposed to do with that? Okay? It's not as new as you would think. It was invented in 1984, which means it's 17 years old, and it's in Asia, practically seen everywhere. They're called QR codes. And our presentation today will be about QR codes and QR codes management. I think that's been one of the most important questions I've always got from people about the QR codes when I speak with business owners. And they ask, well, sounds cute, but isn't it some kind of fad? And is that really something it can do for my business? Okay, so I'm going to show you an example that comes from South Korea, but it's going to show you that it was actually an American company using QR codes to secure a position in South Korea, grocery shopping. And what they did, I think, is really completely thinking out of the box.
South Korea is a unique market. Tesco has been evolving itself, adjusting to the local market. It even changed the name itself from Tesco to Home Plus. And at last, it grew to rank number 2 in Korea. But Tesco had to overcome one obstacle: a fewer number of stores compared to the number 1 company, E-Mart. Mission: could we become number 1 without increasing the number of stores? We made an in-depth study into Koreans once more. Koreans are the second most hardworking people in the world. For them, grocery shopping once a week is a dreaded task. So we decided to approach these busy and tired people. Idea: let the store come to the people. We created virtual stores, hoping to blend into people's everyday lives. Our first try was subway stations. Although virtual, the displays were exactly the same as actual stores, from the display to the merchandise. Only one thing was different: we used smartphones to shop. Scan the QR code with your phone, and the product automatically lands in your online cart. When the online purchase is done, it will be delivered to your door right after you get home. People can relax more after work and on weekends.
실제로 보면서 사니까 진짜 좀 좋을 것 같아요. 편하니까.
Result: people can shop at Tesco Home Plus wherever they go without having to visit the actual store. Moreover, we could change their waiting time to shopping time. After this campaign, online sales increased tremendously. Through this campaign, 10,287 consumers visited the online Home Plus mall using smartphones. The number of new registered members rose by 76%, and online sales increased 130%. Currently, Home Plus has become number 1 in the online market and is a very close second offline.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure we were all on the same page. This is something that works, okay? It works for them, and it works for your business as well. And what we've put together this summer is a special script that adds to the QR code. it allows you to actually manage QR codes so that you can manage your advertisement campaigns and you can know which venue is the best to find new customers. About 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, I kind of forced a client of mine to get into it. I said, you're going to love it, it's going to be good for you. Last week he called me and he said, woman, I do want to get into that program, but I have to tell you, I just cancelled an advertisement in a national magazine because it was scanned only 5 times. And that advertisement used to cost me $12,000 a year. So basically, I would say you just saved me $12,000 a year, thank you very much. Now he's happy, he doesn't want that. So I'm going to show you how easy it is to actually create QR codes with a QR codes manager and how much analytics you have that allow you to know what's going on. You first log in, and it's all protected so that nobody else than you or the people you authorize can have access to your account. Then, once you're in there, you go to create campaigns, and you can choose between sending people to a Facebook page, working with smartphone applications, and I haven't showed it here, but it's got iPhone, Android, BlackBerry. Although BlackBerry is not a very good word, but anyway. And so what you decide, obviously when we say website, it has to be a mobile website because it's going to send people directly on their smartphone to that mobile website. So you don't want them to have to navigate your website because it's not mobile ready. Okay? But as you see, I just entered the title, which you choose, entered the URL. I say the media uses printing because it's printed here. It's the top QR code on that page. You can give expiry date, but you can. And you can choose between QR code or Microsoft tags. I like QR codes better, but that's my choice. Choose the size, choose the error correction, choose the color, and click on generate, and here it is. Okay, this is the QR code, as I said, that's on top, except it doesn't have a logo yet. Okay, so once you have generated, you can just download it from there if you don't want a logo on it. But once you have generated it, you can go to logo on the QR code. Okay, and you're just going to do what you do anywhere you upload stuff, which is browse on your computer and upload a file. It's as easy as that, okay? And once you upload it, you're going to be able to choose where you want to put it. So I put it a little bit eccentric there. Sometimes you do have to play a little bit with the position because remember, the QR code is not here just to look nice, okay? It has to be scannable. So sometimes when you put it where you want it, you just try to scan with your phone and it's not scanning properly, just you move it around until you find it in a right position. And then of course, save and download to your computer and use it on pretty much every place. You can use it on the net, obviously, put it on your website, put it on your Facebook page, but you can use it in print, you can use it in magazines, you can use it in t-shirts. They make cupcakes with QR codes. They make cookies with QR codes. I have a client, they are a nightclub. The waiters have false tattoos of QR codes on their chest so that people can scan them and through that join their text marketing program. So the possibilities are absolutely unlimited. Now the advantage of this specific part is that you can decide when you want to be notified. If you want to have the reports emailed to you once a week, once a month and whatnot, how you want to get an email for the number of scans, so you can choose every 10 scans, 50 scans, 100 scans, depends a little bit on how much traffic you see. Okay, if you're going to see 100 scans every day, if you're in a big event, for instance, and you're expecting 200, 300 scans that day, you better not say you want it every 10 scans, because your phone is going to be full of emails, okay? And you can enable geo-tracking, which is also interesting, especially if you're selling something that's global. You don't depend exclusively on the United States, so it's always interesting to see what countries are scanning, what countries are getting on your website, on your Facebook page, what country is interested in your products, because that might be a very good moment to get in touch with a translator and have your website translated so that the people in that country can actually get your product in their own language. Always helps. Okay? And this is the kind of reports. Obviously, the report was on this QR code, the brown one you had. So it's got only one scan on there, okay? But this is the kind of reports you can get per day, per week, per month, per year, okay? The number of people who visited that website, not only the number of scans, but also the number of unique scans. So that's why it's got only one, because I scanned twice with my own phone, and the program recognized it and said, yeah, you got 2 scans, but only one person actually scanned it, one didn't. Obviously, I didn't stay on my website because I was not interested in seeing the video, which means I had a 100% bounce rate. Very interesting for you, because you can be sending 200,000 people to your website. If they bounce and don't even look at it, you're not going to sell them anything. But then that's the moment when you want to look at your website and see how user-friendly it is and how well it's selling or not. You also get the number of pages they visited, traffic breakdown, the demographics of the people visiting, especially if they come from Facebook, the kind of phone they're using, and also the kind of scanner they're using on that phone, which can be interesting, because if you find that there's always the same kind of phone, hey, your QR code might not be very readable for other kinds of phones. So that's a moment to test on it, okay? What you do with that is that you can have a limited QR code sent to exactly the same place, except you're going to use them in different places. So say Chris puts a QR code in the spa section, and he puts the exact, a different one, but sending to the exact same place in the pedicure section, and another one in the window. He's going to know what's the best place to put the QR codes in his salon. Okay? The same for a restaurant. Is it better to have it on the menu? Is it better to have it on the walls? Is it better to put it on the bill? That's something you can test with, because you're going to have as many as you want, sending exactly the same place, so they're always giving you the results you were looking for, except you can test and see which one is working better for you. Okay? And it's going to send you a report as often as you decide you want to see it. And it's going to email it eventually to your marketing person, or if you're a marketing agency, it's going to, you're going to be handling that for your clients, but automatically it's going to send them a report every week or every month or whatever you set up, okay? And that's pretty cool, because that allows them to look at the work you're doing and the results you're getting there, okay? Which is a very good way to stay in good terms with your clients. So if you think the QR codes are something that just appeared last week and that they're fad, they're going to disappear, think again, okay? It's a very, very powerful tool, and I have some clients who are getting extremely good results with this. So think about it, and if you need help, well, you know where to find us. And because this is October, I forgot to show that one, right? Because this is October, and October, as some of you may know, is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. You will see that the second QR code, the pink one, okay, if you scan it, will send you directly to the donation page of an organization I know John loves, which is Save the Tatas, okay? It goes directly there, so if you want to make a donation, good moment to scan it, you play with your QR code, and you make your donation. If you want to push other people to make a donation, just give them the paper to scan. And they immediately get taken to that website. On the donation page, they just have to click on whatever amount they want to donate. Thank you. Any questions?
Yeah. How far away do you have to be from a QR code to scan it? Like if I were to, I see an application in my business where I'd stick the QR code on my car window, and if people were interested in HomeWatch, they could they actually scan it from 20 feet away?
Yeah, it depends on the site, on the size of the code that you put on your car. Like,
So how big would it have to be?
Yeah, absolutely.
Bigger than my...
That's pretty much a trial and error.
Right.
But as long as you can scan it, then once it's put on your car, you want to really have a little trial and see how far you can go and still see it. But we have it, for instance, we have a very special program for realtors with QR codes. And we have it on the signs that are by the street. And the big advantage is that, especially in the very nice neighborhoods, you're not really welcome to stop your car.
Right.
And especially if you are looking for a very nice house, you don't really want to stop your car, get out in the heat to go get a flyer. But from your car, you can scan the QR code and you're taken directly to the website. The way we have it set up, we have one website, unique website per listing. And there's a touch here and call, and then a lot of things on that website, the mobile one, and then people can also visit it on their desktop, obviously. But yeah, distance is a question of just try it.
Christine,
Yes, ma'am.
how is the code developed?
The color?
The code.
Oh, the code developed? It's a special script. It's a QR code generator. There's a number of them on the net. And if you want to play with them and create QR codes for yourself, you can go to the socialmarketeers.com, and in the free stuff or something like that section in the drop down, there's QR code generator. You just click on that.
And it generates.
And you enter the information, and it generates it for you and allows you to download. And actually, you can also, and I have a number of clients who do that, have a QR code to put on the back of their business cards, okay, with all their contact information, so that people can just scan it, and your contact information is now in the pocket, as opposed to being in the database. It's always better to be in their pocket than in their app or whatever they use for client information.
Question. With regards to our local area here, do you know, you have data of what is the awareness of people knowing about QR codes?
Well, it depends if we're speaking in season or out of season.
Do both?
Okay. In season, you get a lot of people coming from up north, and they know everything there ever was to know about QR codes. Well, maybe not, but they know QR codes, they know to scan them, and they know they can get good deals with QR codes. They can get text marketing VIP list with QR code. So they're going to see a QR code, they're going to scan. Here, out of season, well,
Are you going to
There's
talk
not
about
so many of us trying to push it, and so it depends a little bit on that. But I think it's coming more and more.
This is probably a dinosaur question, but do you have to get a special app for your phone to scan it?
Depends on the phone. I mean, it is a special app, but it's a bar scanner. Okay. On Android phones, usually they come standard on the phone.
On an iPhone?
On iPhone, you have to download it, but there's like 3 or 4 of them for free in the download, so it's not really a big problem. I'm working on adding actually links to the different apps on our websites, but I have to tell you, I was a little bit taken by thought when people saw that we were doing that locally, so I haven't had time to do everything I wanted to do on the website, but it's going to be, we're going to have links to the best apps so that people can just go and download a scanner.
Do you think it's more generational than with people knowing younger people?
Yeah, obviously younger people tend to play more with their phone, but I do know that for the people who come from up north, a lot of people, it's more a question of financial and economical level than of age. A lot of people who have a lot of money to spend in your businesses when they come around, okay? Those people tend to want to shop online, they can't be bothered, or if they're going to go to a restaurant or a salon or whatnot, make sure online that they're going to the best place, get all the location information, and eventually get a phone call they can call to just make a reservation. Okay? So those people are your best customers. That's your best market. That's the guy who comes in for the winter, has money in his pocket, and is deciding to spend it. And that's the guy who knows about QR codes. So it's always a good idea to give them what they want. Especially us.
I have one more question.
Yeah.
So anybody who has got a business, really inside the business, if you have a Facebook as well for your business, you should actually have a QR code inside your business where people can go straight onto your Facebook.
Yeah,
Would
and
that be a
a
suggestion?
specific QR code that sends them directly to the like. Okay?
Exactly.
Because I'm not going to send them only to your Facebook page. I want them to get the like. And the button in front of them in the middle of their smartphone saying, click here.
So you got to generate one for me, right? Thank you.
But it's actually so easy to use. And you can have people follow you on Twitter, you can send people to your YouTube videos, obviously, you can send them to your website, and you can send them to donate to your favorite charity. It doesn't have to be exclusively for you, okay? If you're helping a charity with a donation campaign, it's a good idea to be creating QR codes for them. And as I said, you can go on my website, create them for free, download them to your computer. So it's not a question of cost there, it's a question of trying to help the best way. And to create QR codes for them, they have them printed. And when people want to make a donation, it's as easy as scanning, donating.
Good, thank you.
It's,
Any other questions?
Are you officially the social marketeers? Does IT by the Sea still exist?
IT by the Sea still exists. The social marketeers is the part that deals with the online marketing and so on. And we kind of created it because it took a flight of its own, so I had to get a special phone number. And to make the difference for people, we said, well, we need to have another name, but it belongs to IT by the Sea. And we still do, yes, fix computers, monitor your network, get you online, whatever you need computer-wise, we still do. But this part has exploded, and so we have 2 phone numbers. You have a 239 phone numbers, and we got an 866 phone number as well, because also the IT by the C card is more exclusively local, whereas this is global. I can deal with anyone that I have clients in France, and it's not a big deal, especially with Skype now. We're on Skype 2-3 times a week until we get to an agreement. Once I know exactly what they want, we're on Skype once a month just to discuss what we're going to do next. More questions?
Thank you very
Cool,
much.
thank you.
Thank you.